And a very warm Saturday lunchtime welcome to you wherever you're watching us to Fratton Park, where the home side Portsmouth begin the weekend third bottom of the championship table, just a point from safety. They had, in all honesty, stabilised and gone 4 championship games without a defeat, but lost badly at Derby last time, and they'll look to right that wrong here against a Coventry City team who are still finding their feet under Frank Lampard, of course. This their first league meeting since February 2020, when both were in League One, and with Pompey unbeaten here against Coventry in the last 4 meetings, at least relatively recent history does find in their favour. Coventry's form was bad enough for Mark Robins to be surprisingly and controversially removed from his job there. 2 points worse off at this stage than they were last season, but have won 2 of their last 5, and maybe now starting to look upwards under Frank Lampard. And they move to the top half of the championship table for now anyway, if they can win this, as they hope to look towards those playoff places rather than over their shoulder at the relegation positions in this championship table. And so this, the scene on a fairly windy south coast, it must be said. A great atmosphere here, always guaranteed, of course, at Fratton Park, one of the great old venues to watch football all around the country. They rarely let you down here. They'll come out in the cold and the wind and the rain. One nod, by the way, to what happened at the end of October that I'm sure the locals are sick of hearing about. The referee today, Dean Whitestone, was also the referee for that postponed game against Millwall back on October the 27th, when the floodlights failed and could not be turned on again. You'll hear the familiar sound of the Pompey chimes of the local drummer as well, as we wait for both sides to make their entrance. Portsmouth only 9 points from 9 games against teams in the bottom half of the championship table this season, the fewest of anyone, so they have struggled against those in and around them, and even against those below them so far in this campaign. Also the second worst home record in the championship. Only Hull's 8 points at home is worse. Well, 1 point behind Cardiff, in 21st in the table, only Plymouth and Hull beneath them. A busy, busy festive period. We always say this, but so much can change in a competitive championship table in such a short space of time. Frank Lampard and his side will be looking to make use of that, looking to get on a roll. After this, a couple of home games against Plymouth and Millwall. They'll believe they can take advantage of those. Can they come here, though, and build towards those games? Portsmouth's last championship campaign was 2011-12. They're 6 points worse off than at the same stage of that, averaging only 42.5% possession in the championship this season. Only 2 teams fewer than that, Millwall and Derby. They tend, when they do things, to do them on the counter, so out they come into the notable wind and even a touch of rain as well here. These are bleak December conditions that are no surprise, of course. Let's hope for a game, to warm us up. Last meeting here was League One in August 2019. It finished 3-3. Something like that would do very, very nicely here. Thanks very much. Dean Whitestone will certainly hope for less drama than when he was last in charge here. Surely the floodlights, well, they won't be relevant today, but surely something of that magnitude won't happen again. Now we could take a look at both teams. John Mousinho makes 2 changes to the side that went down heavily against Derby last time. And it's no surprise to see that both are in the Pompey defence, with Riley Towler and Zach Swanson replacing Terry Devlin and Tom McIntyre. Matt Ritchie makes the 500th league appearance of his career. Such a notable landmark, while Callum Lang is Portsmouth's top scorer this season with 5 championship goals. Coventry name aside, which is unchanged from the one that picked up a win against Hull last time, Milan van Ewijk continues his record of starting every single game this season, while Jack Redoni keeps his place after that winner against Hull. Efron Mason-Clark has scored 3 goals in 4 games under Frank Lampard and looks set for a big festive period, while the Belgian international Norman Bissett continues to lead the line. Marlon Pack, so much experience and such a big part of this Pompey side. And there's Tatsuhiro Sakamoto, who settled in a little bit his second year at the club and started to become a real creative influence down that right-hand side for Coventry. Well, there is our referee, Dean Whitestone. Assistants Daniel Leach and Matthew Jones. 4th official today is Alan Young. Marlon Pack, the captain of Pompey, and Ben Sheaf has that honour for Coventry, the former Arsenal youth player. And they are going to switch here. I'm not surprised. The wind will play its part. So often players don't mind which way they kick. Often it's not relevant, but it can be in these conditions. Frank Lampard is loving being back in club management. Let's see if he can really make it happen for Coventry. John Mousinho doing a very able job at the moment with Pompey as we wait to get underway. And it will be Portsmouth in the blue and the white to kick from right to left in this first half. Coventry, the Sky Blues in their change kit today. Andre Dizelle to get things underway. Wouldn't it be something, by the way, if Matt Ritchie, on such a significant day, could find a route to goal? And so we're underway. 7 points separate them. Can Pompey narrow that gap to 4? Goodness me, the wind straight away plays its part, and a smile on the face there of Brad Collins, making his 8th start of the season. Dovin back on the bench. Ben Wilson not been part of things. You can see just how much that wind is blowing. But as I've already intimated, that won't be a huge shock to both sides, as the header there is won by Riley Towler. There's Bobby Thomas. The very reliable Van Ewijk to take the throw here. And there's Thomas all the way back to Brad Collins. Torp. Here's Van Ewijk. Now Dazelle. Stolen away there by Callum Lang. Good lively start from him. Tries to breeze through the challenge of Thomas. Thought he ought to have had a free kick, and you could see the argument there. Mason Clark trying to make the perfect start, and they have! Mason Clark for Bassett. Coventry in front inside 3 minutes. What a start for Frank Lampard down on the south coast. The second of the season for the Belgian, but made by the excellence again of Ephron Mason Clark. Should they have had a free kick? Arguably. And from the counter comes the goal, but you've still got to defend it. You can't blame it on not being awarded the free kick. I wondered about the offside as Mason Clark steps and steps. I think he is just off. It's hard from that angle, but I think with VAR maybe that's chalked off, but it stands here. Pompey slightly unlucky, I think. Fired across towards Rodoni, and then arriving late was Bassett. He did well to hold his run at all, in all honesty, but I'm not quite sure he held it enough. Fella in the crowd there went for a defensive header and made a real mess of it. Definitely keep the day job. But what a start from Mason Clark, who's come alive under Frank Lampard. Back from that loan at Peterborough, and he's looked to play her again. And here goes Bassett again, and Pompey caught high here. This could be too early, and he should have scored. He should have scored. It should have been 2 inside 5 minutes. It's a good save from Nicola Schmidt, but Portsmouth are all over the place here. But will Coventry look back on that? And will there be Bassett regret? Maybe. Simple ball over the top. He can open up his body. He's got a lot of the goal to aim at. Can go either side. So the keeper's guessing a bit. He does well. But that's a miss. Well, he's fortunate that his team isn't 2 down. Unbeaten in 3 home games now after failing to win in 8 before that. Now won only 3 games in this campaign. It has not been a good start. Life back in the Championship. Certainly a bad start to this game. Swanson's throw. Here's Potts. Home fans not happy. So hard to referee at grounds like this. The old-fashioned ones when the crowd are right on top of you. Sliced away for a throw, nothing clearance really. There's the goal again. Good work from Mason Clark. To me, and it is hard from this angle, but to me he's just off. That said, the laws of football, if you're looking back pre-VAR, the benefit of the doubt goes to the attacking player. So these are not line decisions without VAR, and there was doubt, and so he gets the benefit of it. It just feels unfair because we're in the VAR era, but not in the Championship, we're not. Riley Towler. When VAR was brought in, and there were a lot of people talking about wanting football to be the same all through the pyramid, I think it's moments like that that they think of. You actually think there would have been a substantive difference had it been a Premier League game, or indeed a top-flight game in another country, and that's a different debate for a different day, but I'm never quite sure it feels right. Portsmouth do recover, though. The more relevant moment will be the one a couple of minutes later when Bassett was clean through and really should have scored again. Here's Binks. Bounces past Jay De Silva, making his 10th start of the campaign at left back. There's Marlon Pack. He's created more chances than anybody for Portsmouth in this campaign, with a total of 19. Always been a rock-solid citizen wherever he's played. At the moment, struggling to create anything. Looks to be a constant threat at the other end. Here's Bassett. That's a terrific ball through. And this time it was Rudoni, and he just couldn't get the touch right. Now Sheaf. Van Eybeek. Here's Sakamoto. Ogilvy did just enough. If Rudoni's touch had been better here, I'll tell you what, it's tight again. Riley Towler it was, trying to play the offside. But there, if Rudoni could just take it into his stride, it might have been 2-0. Chances coming thick and fast for Coventry. Ben Sheaf. Of course, the longer they keep playing well under Lampard, the better the decision it looks to replace Mark Robins with him. Felt harsh at the time. Somebody who'd done such a good job. Here's Mason Clark making that run towards the near post. Good start from his side. He'd like them to be more clinical, though. Darted in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Now then, maybe promising for Pompey. They've offered little so far, they offered plenty there. Bishop's effort turned away by Thomas. Now the home fans respond. All smiles, Van Ewijk trying to hold on there to Bishop. Ogilvy to take, in towards that far post. And retrieved by Bishop, that battle against Van Ewijk. Here's Callum Lang now! Who makes it 6 for the season? Big error from the goalkeeper Collins. Pompey level, and now those chances spurred weigh heavy on Frank Lampard. Initially, Bishop did so well. Lang hits this really well, but goalkeeper has to save it. I don't think it's deflected. I don't think he's particularly unsighted. Maybe a touch through the legs of De Silva, but it's from far enough out that he's got to stop this. Doesn't really take an awkward bounce. He's just slow. It's from far enough out that he's got to stop this. Doesn't really take an awkward bounce. He's just slow getting down to it. They've had goalkeeping problems this season, and they still have them. Horrible for him as well for that to happen. Again in a ground where the crowd is so close behind you. Change of atmosphere. Good work here from Bishop. First touch was great, wasn't it? Set it up for that volley. Great delivery into Bishop, bounces awkwardly and bounces away from Towler, and now at the other end Bassett might be in. Oh, he got a bit lucky defensively there. Swanson, what a game this is, end to end at the moment. Fantastic pace from Josh Murphy, just didn't quite get there in the end. Some effort though. I think when you see this again, it's good defending, but I think he gets lucky. Let's watch as it bounces. Swanson backpedaling. Bassett gets his body in the right place, and the bounce of the ball does for him, really. Might even have been a hand there from Swanson. Lang. Bishop tried to spin it out wide, it wasn't quite there. Here's De Silva. Now Potts. Listen to the sound now, Blue Army echoes around Fratton Park. I mentioned the last meeting here was 3-3. 5 years ago. Well, let's not count our chickens, but this might end up something similar the way it's going at the moment. Mason Clark looking for an opening! Off the post, and Sakamoto darts in. And Schmidt does really well to hold on, really well. Does he save it initially? Certainly grabs it at the second attempt. Here's Sakamoto. First time volleyed pass. Towler. Now Dazelle. Great footwork again from Mason Clark. I think it is an excellent save, isn't it? Does so well there. Brave as well. But here's Bishop at the other end. This has been the theme in this remarkable opening 20 minutes. Could have been more than the 2 goals we've had. Pompey failed to have a shot on target in that defeat by Derby. They already look far more of a threat here, but they look so vulnerable at the other end. Trying to make his point. It's always difficult. See Marlon Pack shrugging his shoulders there. There's the movement. Here's the delivery. It's a good one. Just got a flick on that shaky-looking Collins after that error. Van Eyck penalised. So Portsmouth free kick in what has been a breathless game so far. Hard and low and volleyed away. Here is the 500-man, Ritchie. Well, they tried to flick that into the danger area. Struggling to defend these balls from out wide, and here's going to come another. A Pompey corner. Signed 15 new players in the summer. Still adjusting a little bit, maybe. Adjusting well here to Coventry. Only Oxford and Burnley more than that, and it is hard. been so front foot here, Pompey, that they've looked vulnerable on the counter, and the likes of Swanson have had to be excellent one-on-one here. Here's Van Ewijk. Back inside, but again, Coventry can calm it down. Ben Sheaf playing a captain's role, and that's a wonderful ball through. Keeper did well to come out and win it just. No foul. Felt it was too theatrical. Pick the bones out of this. Keeper just got hands on it. That could have been an interesting challenge. And then flung himself to ground, but Rodoni got there second, but only just. If he gets a touch, it's a penalty. Good goal even from Schmidt, though, and then this follow-up one was... Pack won the ball, I suppose, but needed to be careful. Rodoni helped Pack out by staying on his feet there. What a game. Bassett waits for support, goes for goal himself, just wide of the near post. Some would say he needs to play that inside. I think he's okay to go for that. It was disguise and it nearly worked. But they're both getting on with it, aren't they? Getting the ball forward quickly. Was that a push? If it was inside. It's definitely a foul. The referee didn't quite see it, but that would have been outside. Hard game to referee. I think sometimes just see what you see. I mean, can't have eyes everywhere. It's so fast flowing, so entertaining. So Zach Swanson to take the throw. Header won by Potts, and then pumped long downfield again. That was a touch wild, but he got enough of the ball not to concern Dean Whitestone. Need to be careful when you go into challenges like that, as it's played forward towards Ritchie. Swept forward first time by Dozel. Now Sakamoto. Flag was up over on the far side. Occasionally, actually, it helps the game just to stop it like that. Just give everyone a breath, a chance to calm down. Coventry throw to be taken by Jay De Silva. Norman Bassett 3 minutes in, he then missed a great chance to make it to the Belgian. Coventry then had a third opportunity for Rudoni, then Lang with the equaliser, and chances at either end since. Played around Torp there. Now Sakamoto, back with Van Eyck. One or two snappy challenges coming in here. Yeah, Van Eyck had his foot trodden on there. That's what happened. Sakamoto. Whistle denies him forward momentum. Ogilvy is offside. Bounces through in the end to Thomas. Home fans suitably frustrated. This is why he's off. Going to get the yellow card out now for that. There's been a couple of warnings flying Marlon Pack's way. On top of the challenge itself. Just can't do that, just holding on really. Running in behind again is Bassett. Foul, sees it as a foul. up. In fact, in the end, it wasn't the contact, it was the offside. Difference of opinion down there. Wonderful sense of festive chaos about all of this. It's been extremely enjoyable, certainly as a neutral anyway. A bit more fraught if you're a fan of either side, but I do hope you're enjoying it. Here's Lang, the scorer of the equaliser. Komoto got his foot in but couldn't clear, gets a second chance. Sliced high in the air, that one. Clark is offside. One by Ogilvy. Easy away by Van Avermaet, wasn't it? Sakamoto. Set is desperately trying to time his run and nearly got it right. Just holding and holding. Good battle between Bishop and Thomas. So Matt Ritchie, the 500 man to take this free kick. Good quality on that! Prodded goalwards by Conor Ogilvy. Straight though at the goalkeeper, and at the other end it's Sakamoto. Didn't quite make the most of a really good position there. Thought process just ended up being a little muddled there. Through again to Bassett there, appealing for the offside. It wasn't there. He gets another chance and keeps going and off the line. Ogilvy somehow keeps it out. It would have been another controversial one because he's off. This time he's clearly off. But it would have stood. One shot, then the quick feet. Just couldn't quite shovel it inside the post past Ogilvy. Teased in again, beyond everybody. Thomas was there. Now Sakamoto. The referee's whistle goes. Game has been something else so far. Look at this. How does he find a way through there? Round the keeper he goes. Somehow Ogilvy just saw it in time to clear it away. Ogilvy down holding his face, the foot was high. It's not malicious, but you can still show him a yellow card for that. It might be a lecture, but nothing more for Sakamoto, but he's fortunate. You need to show a bit more care than that, I think, where you're putting your feet. Swinger in and Ogilvy challenged. Swanson. Here they come again! Fired in by Callum Lang. His second, Pompey's second, and they've turned it round here to lead. What a half, what drama, and what a time to be a Pompey fan. Took the free kick quickly. And he did the rest. It's fantastic individual play. It's a super goal, that. Coventry have had chances. Boy, have they had chances, but it's Portsmouth who've taken theirs. 7 for the season for Callum Lang. In the mood, aren't they, Richie? Richie's going to leave this one. That travelled a long way and it goes behind for another corner. Take it short. Didn't defend the second ball particularly well there, Coventry. At the moment, I think they're a bit rattled here. Absolute mayhem at times. What fun this has been. Played one of the 2 added minutes. The long ball is angled towards the edge of the Pompey penalty area. Be on the chase. That will just about be the last action of an extraordinary first half. There you go. Bassett giving Coventry the lead, then missing a great chance to make it 2. In fact, they had another chance for Rodoni, but then Callum Lang came to the party. First, the equalising goal, and then a terrific second individual effort to move them in front. I don't think we've seen the last of the scoring at Fratton Park if it continues in this vein. What a game. Portsmouth 2, Coventry City 1. So Portsmouth lead 2-1 at half-time here against Coventry after a thriller of a first half at Fratton Park. Could easily be 3-3 the final score the last time these two met. Norman Bissett giving Coventry the lead 3 minutes in, then missing a great chance to make it 2-0 inside 5 minutes. But then Callum Lang struck twice, the first a mistake from the Coventry goalkeeper Brad Collins, the second an outstanding finish after a really good individual bit of play. Where next? Where next? It's been excellent entertainment so far on the South Coast. I think the wind might have dropped a bit and we're back underway. Balance of play. Portsmouth slightly fortunate to be in front. But the excellence of Lang is what's done it. Interesting to see if Frank Lampard has altered anything at half-time here. The importance of taking your chances, though, can never be overstated, can it? If Bissett scores the second, well, they may already be out of sight, and he should have done. Collins with the clearance. Away by Thomas. See Santa making his way down the steps over on the far side. That's where he is. I think there's an elf there as well. It's all happening. Here's Ogilvie. Most appearances for Portsmouth this season of anybody, 19 in all competitions. Here's Dazelle. 8 starts in 9 now for Dazelle. He's been influential today. Lang, more influential than anyone, has been hovering there, looking up for his hat-trick. Here's Ritchie, deflected behind for another Portsmouth corner. His side in front. Van Eyck and Bishop staying close together again. Great delivery and headed home. A famous day for Callum Lang. A Pompey hat-trick, and they lead now by 3-1, and even Santa celebrates. Three Christmas presents come early. Callum Lang with a terrific flick. And now Coventry really will have to find something. It's a fine header, that. You wonder again about the goalkeeper Collins. He comes and he's nowhere near it. Plenty of wind, but no reindeer at the moment. There's Binks. If you watch the first 10 minutes of this game, it's hard to believe Coventry would be 2 down, but they are. Scored on 3, should have scored again on 5, might have scored again on 10, and Lampard's team up against it now. Won 2 of their last 3 in the Championship. Home against Plymouth and Millwall next. Swanson's throw. After Bassett scored and then had that great chance that he missed, if you'd said anyone was going to score a hat-trick, it would have been him, but in the end it's Callum Lang. So much of the game to go as well. In the mood for more. He'll enjoy getting one over on an England legend. Very different careers, John Mousinho and Frank Lampard. Coventry starting the weekend 15 in the Championship. 10 off the playoffs, 7 clear of relegation. Portsmouth would narrow their gap to 4 with a victory here. Had that a long time. I hope, anyway. Give it away by Thomas. Now Matt Ritchie. Lang again leads the charge. Only Norwich and Stoke have dropped more points from winning positions this season than Portsmouth's 14, so the fans will be aware that it can go wrong. Their only win so far after conceding first was against Queen's Park Rangers, but they're heading for a second one of those. There's Sheaf. It again here, Lang. Referee says no foul. What a game he's having, leading the line for Pompey. Murphy. There's Pack. Focus on our referee, Dean Whitestone. Let's have another look. Well, if there's a foul, it's outside the area. No matter where he falls, it's there. I'm not sure there is anyway. Ogilvy. Hits it hard and low, fine save. Can he keep it out? He can, but it's stabbed home. The day to end all days for Callum Lang. Goal number 4. All his Christmases really have come at once. Collins kept it out, but couldn't keep it away from Callum Lang. The initial cross there, and it's well saved, to be honest. Fabulous first save. And he hooks back the second, but guess who's there? He did keep it out. He needs a bit of help from his defenders. Thomas standing and ball watching. They've got to be a bit more alive than that. Fantastic for Callum Lang. The first Pompey player in 20 years to score 4 goals in a game. Yakubu in May of 2004 was the previous one. In from Potts. There might be more pain here for Coventry, who've rather fallen apart. Remember, they were in control of this. They should have been 2 up inside 5 minutes. They had the better of the first half, but they've come out and looked disjointed. They haven't defended well enough. For example, the Ogilvy shot for the 4th goal there wasn't closed down at all. And right now they're paying the price. And the home fans, with a sense of irony, singing "Sacked in the Morning." It's a long way to go yet before that. Before they've won the game, I mean. Well, we know now it won't finish 3-3 like it did the last time they met, just over 5 years ago. Might finish 4-4 there. Five goals in the Championship this season before today. Can he double it? Called by De Silva. There's Pack. Now Sheaf. Oh, and there's a slip, and Ritchie tries to pounce. Still down in the centre circle. And even the sun has come out now, over in that far corner. This is the challenge. Yeah, that's why. Still down on the floor. Wasn't malicious, but it was late from Ritchie. Painful one for Victor Torp. Just over half an hour to go. Pompey hunting down a 5th. Bishop does well to win the corner, everything going their way. Headed back across, but straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Slip forward there. Smartly by Ogilvie. Here's Callum Lang, the man of the moment, deflected just over. Not too far away. Here comes the corner. Improbable scoreline here at Fratton Park. Sakamoto missed his kick there. Callum Lang scored twice on the opening day against Leeds United, has scored 3 goals since before today, scored 4 in the whole of last season, just to put it all into context. Change is coming, not surprisingly. From Mason Clark's influence has started to fade a bit. Had an excellent start to the game, creating that opening goal for Basset. Matty Baudier is on for Thomas. Thomas Asante on for Mason Clark as well. And Ellis Sims also joins the action. So 2 forward players on in Sims and Thomas Asante, and Matty Baudier at the back. And Eccles on 2 for Torp. Four changes from Frank Lampard. Fair to say he means business. A few messages sent out there. There's Dazelle. Forward by Conor Ogilvie. Eccles under pressure, clears away. And how important does this moment look now? That was for 2-0 inside 5 minutes from Basset. Late from Ogilvie. The interesting thing is, Coventry do still have time. So it's not a completely lost cause. Sort of feels that way at the moment for them. Nice feet there from De Silva. There's Potts. Here's Ogilvy. Van Avak did well to slide in. Ritchie, ever combative, the great competitor, and he deserves all the ovations here from the home fans. Portsmouth looking to add to their lead, deflected and just over. It's a really good hit that from Josh Murphy. Looking to add to his own 4 goals in this campaign. It would have been his goal, even though there was a big deflection. In fact, his shot's probably going in. Just nicked it over the bar. Matt Ritchie to swing it in deep. Bishop making contact, but bounces off him rather and goes behind. Can we play you every week is inevitably bouncing around the stadium now. Last win against Coventry in April 2019, Tom Naylor and Brett Pittman. League meeting February 2020, but the last meeting here was that 3-3 draw. To think against Derby, they conceded 4 and they didn't have a shot on target. Here they've scored 4 and they've created so much. It's been a great response, and after such a poor start as well. Here's Sims. What they mustn't do is finish badly. Could still go wrong. Here's Thomas Asante, but he's lost out. And then done well to win it back. They've lost twice this season when leading at half-time, so particularly heartening to come out as well as they did. Final instructions here from John Lucinho. going to be Murphy to make way. He's had a great time of things lately. 3 goals and 2 assists in their last 5 games, and coming close to another goal here. It's Paddy Lane on to replace him. Started just 1 of his last 8 in the Championship, the 23-year-old. Going to force his way back into first team reckoning. Here's Binks. Now Sheaf. Home fans loving every single moment. They trailed 1-0, they might have trailed 2 or 3, and Callum Lang with 4 goals has them in this position. Brandon Thomas Asante. Lane chasing. February against Reading, the last time Portsmouth scored 4. Lang on the score sheet that day as well. So too was Paddy Lane. Just come on. Freddie Potts. It's Radoni. They just look a little battered and beleaguered at the moment, don't they? Frank Lampard's side. Really, since Portsmouth made it 3-1 at the start of this second half, Lang's hat-trick, they've look like they've lost their way completely. Home games against Plymouth and Millwall to come next for Coventry before they go to Cardiff and then Norwich. It's not a time to lose form this time of year. Any playoff hopes they've got look quite a long way away at the moment. But you never know if they have a storming last 20 minutes here. They've got enough quality on the field as Radoni is fouled by Dizelle. They pull one back. There's a foul in the centre anyway. Before it even reached Thomas Asante, who's not beating Bishop in the air. Contested forward there by Ogilvy. There's Ritchie. Now Sims, as the flag stays down, it's going to spin though into the hands of the goalkeeper. Lang, they wanted to shoot. What a day for him. Might be the best day ever as a player. Certainly the best numerical day ever. Ogilvy. There's Sheaf. In from Van Eyck. Bit better this from Coventry. Thomas Asante. There's Lati Baudier. Again, it's Van Eyck. Couple of step overs from him. And then he skews it wide. Didn't quite catch that announcement, but if it was for player of the match, has to be funny if it was anyone else, wouldn't it? 4-goal Callum Lang. Thomas Asante. Silva had his foot trodden on here. Well, after such a rip-roaring game, it was a tremendous first half. The 4th goal for Callum Lang has rather ended it as a contest. That's studs from Lang on the ankle there. Referee didn't see that one. It was a naughty one there. We head towards the final 10 minutes here. Second worst home record in the Championship is going to look a bit better after today. And Pompey, having won only one of their first 14 Championship games this season, are really starting to pick up. I know they had the hiccup against Derby last time. This will be 4 unbeaten at home. It'll be 4 wins in total. And if they could just hit form at this time of year, well, it can make such a difference. Towler. Pass that is offside against Lang. They're on their feet now because Callum Lang makes his way off. What a day, he deserves the ovation. That was 3, this was 4. 4 goals for Callum Lang, nearly doubling his season tally. A day that he will never forget. And it will only really sink in once he sat down. Owen Moxon on for him. Made his only senior start since April against Norwich on the 10th of this month now. Another substitute appearance for Moxon. Ben Sheaf makes way as well. Jamie Allen. 6th year at the club, the like-for-like central midfielder is on. He's had a fine game at left back as well. It's just overrun in the end by Moxon. They'd love to add to their tally, but they'll be happy with 4-1. Four major trophies at Portsmouth, 2 league titles in 49 and 50 way back, and 2 FA Cups in 1939, and then famously, of course, more recently in 2010. Ritchie again. He's had a terrific game too. Thomas Asante nicks that away. Punched forward by Zach Swanson, and Ogilvy's touch lets him down. Thomas Asante. So much here for John Mousinho to work on. Trip to Watford and Bristol City to come next. Will not be easy, of course. We've got it going here in Fratton Park today. Home against Swansea on New Year's Day, and then away against Sunderland before they go to Wickham in the FA Cup third round. Run of really tricky games, 4 away games in their next 5, which shows really how important today was, and indeed Swansea is on New Year's Day. Well, had Coventry pulled it back to 3-2, I think we'd have been in for a real Christmas present of a game, but after a wonderful first half, much to entertain Santa and his elf. Slightly disengaged looking elf, but can't remember a game being such a thriller for 50 minutes and then rather ebbing away after the 4th Callum Lang goal. Good way of getting on telly, isn't it? Turn up at a football match dressed as Santa Claus. Obviously at this time of year. Although you'd get on telly if you turn up in March dressed as Santa Claus, I think, for different reasons. They've just announced it. Callum Lang, surprise of the day, is player of the match. Thank goodness for that. Will be slightly bemused, I think, at the way his team has subsided here. Sakamoto, Lati-Baudière, Van Eyck with the ball across. The biggest danger there to Schmidt was his own player. There's the star of the show. Taking the time to sign the autograph. Good day to get an autograph from the hat-trick hero, +1, the 4-goal hero. For Richie to be on the winning team so convincingly as well on such a big day for him. 500 league appearances. added minutes by the sound of things. Here's Rudoni. Oh, good hit. Pushed out by the goalkeeper. Was Sims fouled? Referee did not think so. I suppose Sims was doing a bit of holding on of his own there. The nice thing, by the way, for Matt Ritchie, as we see Rudoni after that shot. He started life in Portsmouth, born in Gosport, just down the road, and started in 08-09, had loans elsewhere, then headed for Swindon, and then, of course, to Bournemouth. They got in the move to Newcastle. Back here, presumably to end his career at the age of 35. So nice that the road to 500 started here and he reaches it here. Here's De Silva. Now Binks. Coventry will want to put this behind them as quickly as they can. It's not been a good day at the office at all for Lampard and his side. De Silva. Now Sakamoto. Final minute of the added 4 here. Great quick feet from him as they look for a consolation, but it wasn't there. And it wouldn't be a great consolation, to be honest, after what's happened here, the way they've subsided from 1-0 up. And that will do it. Great day for John Mousinho and his side. They trailed by a goal to nil 3 minutes in. Norman Bissett with that, who should have made it 2 inside the opening 5 minutes. But then Callum Lang took over. 4 goals for him, 2 either side of half-time. And it was done, really, by the 55th minute when he'd added his 4th. Coventry had no response at all. And for the second time this season, Portsmouth come from behind to win. They do so dramatically. For Coventry, the journey home will be a long and winding road. It finishes Portsmouth 4, Coventry 1.